Hello everybody and welcome to Colony Survival. Now this game is one that I played on the channel a long time ago, and I've been playing it recently and it has come along a huge amount, like all early access games. Well, some of them if they're being worked on properly, and this one I am pleased to say has been. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to play and invite you guys to come along with me and to share the experience, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get in there. Okay, we're going to call it Dream Web. It's the Dream Web land. Normal night monsters, no day monsters. This is my world seed if you want it. We are going to use happiness. Oh no, that world already exists. Generate world. New seed. It's because I called it Dream Web. I've called it Dream Web 2. Play. Okay, that will do. My test world was Dream Web, so this is Dream Web 2. And we have lots of water around. We're on top of a massive, great big hill. Oh wow, we could do something interesting here. Oh, 100%. We could live on the beach, or we could have a castle, like, on top of a massive mountainside. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do, guys. Oh, too much of a choice. Oh man, I kind of feel like I have to use that over there. Even though it's going to be an absolute pain to build anything on. It really is going to be a pain to build anything on. This would actually be a better place to build stuff. It's kind of flat, but it's also kind of high up, which is really nice. Really nice. So, the only thing that I want to be careful of around here, though, is that I don't want to be too close to the cliff edge. The reason is that then I'm going to end up with part of my playable, usable space being in the water down there once I expand. So that's not usually a fantastic idea. This down here is a nice space. I like that I've got like this kind of river nearby. That's really cool. I'm just going to run around for a little bit and check the place out. Hopefully I've got some daylight left to do that with. Just find a really nice place to sort of settle down. That's got no water. I like to be by the water. By the water is good. I'm kind of liking here. I kind of think I could do something with this. It's going to take probably a lot of digging though to do anything with this. Keep going for a bit. Because it's always nice to have a nice big bit of flat land. Flat land is useful. Water is very useful. You can build cool things on hills. Very cool things on hills. Grassland is good. Sand, not so much. It's good to have some sand nearby in case you want to... I actually haven't had a use for sand so far, but, you know, I figure it probably is. I see, like, a flat bit of land over there that actually might be quite cool for the idea I've got. The idea I've got at the moment, that bit over there that's sticking out. The idea that I have at the moment is a sort of farming town. So I'm not going to build... I might build like a little kind of keep thing for my banner. But mostly I'm going to build little cottages and little farmhouses and fields and things like that. And then there'll probably be some kind of workshop going on somewhere as well, which will be kind of cool. But I'm just thinking over here. Gosh, those birds are noisy. They're so noisy, birds. I don't know. I may add some music to this because I'm thinking it's rather quiet, other than my voice. You don't want to hear my voice all day, do you? Oh yes, over here is extremely flat. There's one bit of tiles to sort of maybe either tear up or to completely just dig into. Yeah. This would work. This would absolutely work. And I wouldn't have to do too much terraforming. Alright, gonna do this thing. I'm gonna put my banner down over here. So I want it down far enough from the water that the water isn't gonna interfere. Maybe back over here again, actually. Whereas it is a little flatter over here. Okay, I'm going to try around about here. And then I might have to do a little bit of digging, but it shouldn't be too much. I'm going to make myself like a little cross here out of wood. I'm going to stick my banner on it. I can move my banner if I need to. That is a thing I can do. But for now, we've got all the way over to here. All the way back. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is reasonably flat land, which is quite good for a starter town. And then it will expand up the hill there. And if I want to do fancy stuff later, I can. Okay. I can work with this. So I think the first thing I want to do is to get some trees away from around here. Bye-bye trees. We'll probably do this all night because it's nighttime and nighttime is scary. I don't need to eat in this, so it's fine. And then we'll get some villagers in here. I want to get a kind of fence going first. I believe we have sort of 40 tiles away from the banner. So 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. It's 30. It's probably 30 actually. I think it expands to 40. So I think you probably have about 30 to start with in each direction. But I don't think I need that much to start with. So I'm going to build myself a little wall. Now, it should have given me some... Yeah, it's given me some stone bricks. So what I tend to like to do, to start with, let's walk out about 10. Give myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2... 1, 2... Oh, I can't even see. It can be very difficult to count squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I hope I haven't messed this up. The easy way to do it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you know what? That's not the easy way to do it. You know what the best way to do it is? Is on a diagonal. So, you want to measure stuff out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go with that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're just going to make a big square. Because I'm a big square. You may have noticed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we can join them all up. And that'll be my starter area. That'll be where I start to build them a little house. and build them their first field and all that stuff. That should be enough for quite a little bit of a little tiny garden to go on, a little tiny house to be there. And then I'll continue developing out from there. And then eventually we'll dig down, we'll dig out. But eventually we will get it all sorted. Alright, so I could do with some light around here. Don't you think it's too dark, guys? Definitely. And there's no gamma that I can use to help me on my way, so we have to use the old-fashioned torches. And also if I do that, then I can maybe just put them on the wall. Or I could build some more bricks. Totally meant to do that, by the way. Yep. I mean, what do you expect? It's dark. Come on. So we do have a perfect square here, at least, even if... And from there I can build like other squares or different shapes or whatever I want to do. Not being particularly creative here. Just doing a little bit of initial building. Just enough to keep everybody safe once they exist. I haven't attracted any colonists yet. I will be doing that as soon as I've got a little border wall here. Come on, I've only been playing 10 minutes. I need to have a safe... We've found ourselves a nice place, and it's nice and reasonably flat. And I hopefully should be able to protect from zombies. So, those of you who do not know the game, the aim of this game is a little bit of tower defense going on, but also with lots of sort of tech building things, and it's a little bit more 3D and all that sort of thing. So what I kind of want to be doing is putting a way in for the zombies. They need to have a way in. Let me just check this one. 2. Oops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Get out of my way. 10. So the idea of this is to make sure that the zombies do not get in and kill your peeps. Simple. Very simple. Oh no, I ran out of stone. Did I have any more? No, I did not. So the rest of this will have to be made of wood, and I will change it later. I mean, if I took these away, I could use them to build with, but I'm gonna run out regardless. We'll change them out as soon as we get a mine up and going and get some stone in. I like to have stone walls. They look, much better, I feel. So one thing that I do need is a way in for the zombies. If the zombies do not have a way into your place, then you will be penalised for that, unfortunately. So what will happen there is the base will go into a sort of lockdown mode. Or at least it's what used to happen anyway. I imagine it's still the same. It goes into a sort of lockdown mode. And that lockdown mode means that you will be spending huge amounts of food to keep your colonists alive. Because it's basically a siege mode. I think it is even called siege mode, actually. So you need to make sure that there's always a way in for your zombies. Now, at the moment... It'd probably be better if I could have this a bit flatter out here as well. At the moment, we don't have too much. We don't need anything really super fancy because all we're going to really probably be having is a couple of like slingers. So let's say that the gate is in line because I like things to line up if I can. Is it that one? Yes. So that's my way in for my zombies. And all I'm going to do there is just put a little thing there for a couple of them to stand on. Now, hopefully, for early game, that should be enough. Just have a couple of slingers standing on a very small wall. to stop the initial waves of zombies coming through. Now, once there's more zombies coming through, we're going to really struggle with this design. This design will be insufficient and we will need to extend it. I don't want to make it too complex because I don't really want... I want to be pushing the base forward. I want to be using all of this space, going all the way forward to here pretty soon. Pretty soon. I want to be building some sleeping quarters and things like that. But for now, I'm just going to... Well, this area could be a few things, actually. It could be a workshop. It could be a farm. I'll probably change it several times. So let's get our first colonist in here, shall we? So I think the first thing I want to do is to get myself some food production. And the way we do that when we're very first starting is to get a berry farmer in. You just click on berry farmer, then you right click. And I happen to know the optimum for a berry farmer. One of I feel the better configurations for it is a 7x5. And it's going to tell me I have no employees. So I need to go to the colony button and I need to go to recruitment. When I do that, it will tell me that I have no beds. Could not recruit a new colonist, not enough free beds. Now, they should have given me a couple of beds to start with, hopefully, or at least the means to make them. The means to make them, actually. I'm going to see if I can get 5 beds down. And that will give me my first initial colonist. And you know what? These guys are just going to sleep outside for now. I'm going to build them a nice place to sleep later. But the main thing at the moment is just that they have somewhere to sleep and that they are protected from zombies. Now, talking about being protected from zombies, I'm going to put a block here. And I'm going to put a block here. So that we can jump onto the walls. Now, the colonists are going to need this if they want to protect the colony. Because I'm going to need to get some slings and things. And also, I've used all my stone, but we do have a little bit of sling ammo. So, that is cool. So, I'm just going to put... I think I'm going to start with just one, actually. We're going to have one guard. The guard is only going to come out at night. And it's going to be a slinger guard. That should be sufficient. That should be sufficient for the first couple of days anyway. So we're going to grow some food. We've got ourselves a guard. What more do you need? That's it? The game's over? No, there's loads of stuff that we need. Loads and loads and loads of stuff. So the next thing that I can put down, I've got a science lab sitting in my inventory. And I should also somewhere have either already got a workbench. No, I have the means to make a workbench though, so I'm going to do that. So we're going to make some copper nails. We're going to make some copper parts. We're going to make a few copper tools. And then we'll have the means to make a workbench. And that'll be a really good start for the colony. We've got workshops. We've got some science going on. There we are. So see how quickly this is coming along now. Now we've actually done all of this. I'm also going to put a few more torches around the place. Because it's going to be very dark. We're going to need miners as well in just a minute. So we'll spend some of the night making a mine as well, I think. There we go. That's one out. Just in case that bugs some of you. I know it will. Alright, so we've got a fairly well lit area now. Put one to either side, so we've got some in the middle there. Wonderful. Right, let's get our first colonist now. Now we have beds for them. So I'm going to need one for the slinger, one for the berry farm, one for the science, and one for the workshop. So let's get 4. You could also just do recruit to fill all jobs. So at the moment I'll explain the happiness to you. At the moment they are 17 happy, you might notice. Their happiness, basically they have plus 25 just for existing. And they enjoy bread being available. They enjoy berries being available. Eventually the bread will run out. And then they'll be a bit unhappy about that. And then we'll get the tech for bread. And then they'll be super happy and la 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 la. And then -2 because they're a bit hungry. Because, you know, no one's actually started. It's the middle of the night and no one's actually started making any berries yet, which is unfortunate. Now, one thing I will need to do for these guys, I'm going to need to make them a grocery store. So that'll be my 5th colonist. I'm also going to need to get some crates. I don't think any have been made yet, so I'll make a couple. And I'm going to put one of them by the workshop. And one of them by... And you can see it's already come up here. One of them will just need to be somewhere near by the farm. So this is like a very basic early setup. Really useful. And then I need to work out somewhere to put a mine as well. It doesn't need to be in here. I mean, this could actually end up being some kind of little castle or something if I wanted it to. It is a bit of a square for that though. Don't like big squares. So I'm not sure whether I would just keep this as that or, yeah. Maybe build a little house around the beds. Oh, no! No, get off my people! Sling, no! Quick, give me some stuff. No, get off! Ah, man. Already killed one of my colonists. How? Didn't even last a day. Okay, I need to find out where they came in from. That berry bush. There was a berry bush against my wall and the zombie just ran straight over it. Well, that was a rather unfortunate early death, but the rest of the walls seem solid. I'm gonna get rid of that just in case, but they should start coming around and my slinger should start getting them now. Can't believe that. Cheeky little zombie. Found the one weakness in my wall. Okay, so that didn't go so well. Right, so I'm just thinking with this area, do I want it to just be a mining and a workshop area? Or do I want it to be eventually sort of turned into a house? Do I want it to... I am not sure what I want to do with this right now. But you'll see not many zombies at night at the moment, which is very cool. So, the next thing that I would like to do is to get a bit of science going, I think. Let's have a little look. What have we got? We can start water gathering. Oh, I didn't like that little doodad. To start water gathering, it requires planks, nails, and copper parts. So it should be fairly easy to get. We can start learning how to make flax as soon as we have some berries from our berry field. May as well start that, and then eventually, once we get the stuff, it will just complete the science. We need bronze ingots, copper tools, and copper nails to make a bronze anvil. Now, I'll start the science on that. However, we do need a furnace. We need some stone bricks, tin, copper parts. So we're going to need a mine really before we can start on that. So I'm kind of thinking maybe we could just do a little mine around here. I'm going to get my wooden planks out again. And we're just going to... I could plant some... Yeah, I can plant... No. I just wanted to sort of make a little surround for a mine entrance, basically. Now, my mines in this are never fancy. I find that fancy mines take a lot of work. I may make mines into a sort of bunkhouse as well. That was not what I wanted to do. Because how is that going to be a stair when that's happening? No, that needs to be one further forward as well. We can actually get down here. So this is going to be down to my mine. So I'm already getting an idea of what I'm going to have in each little section. We've got my one berry farm. The next thing I will probably do is to move the farming out of this initial area. Out to this section. I'll probably Honestly, I'm kind of thinking it might just be easier over here to just make a step up. Make a step up. Work out how that's going to work with the walls. I mean, not sure yet. But I kind of think it might be a bit easier than trying to dig all of this down. I don't know what you guys think. It was impossible to find an entire thing of flat land. But I think it's more interesting if you do have some up and down, some tiering, but it's a nightmare to do unless you have a really gentle slope. I've not done bad here though, I don't feel. I feel that this is quite a gentle slope. Now what I need to be really careful of, again, is that I don't go too far forward. That could be a disaster. So what I'll probably do, I'll probably continue, I'll probably make this into a sort of trench going around. Usually that's fine. And then just have a one high wall. What I might then do is to increase the entire thing up to a 2 high wall. And I probably will just fill in this front part here with it. I'll just bring it all back and step it up. If you see what I mean. I'm sure you do. I'm certain you do. Now, do I want this to be even again? I probably do. Squares work quite well in this game. I mean, I might get more fancy later on, but if I use a diagonal, it always gives me a proper square. And then we're going to turn this into a massive berry farm / maybe a wheat farm as well. This will just give me an idea of the length of the wall I need before I start bringing it in, which is just a little longer than I had estimated there. Needs to be to there. Wonderful. Oh, no. No. Ah, keeps going out of line. No, how dare. So I do need to remember to dig the trench around this. I may dig everything down. But for now, I think I've got enough on my plate. So I'll just dig a trench around here. Put the grass back in to just go back to the previous wall. Water gathering is ready to complete, and so is flax. Wonderful. I need to make sure to remember to leave a space in this bit here for the defenses. I need to make sure that these zombies can get in. Because otherwise we're going to have a huge calorie deficit there. Okay, that seems fine. I would like to maybe lay a path or something down the middle here in wood or something like that to start with. I'll probably change it to stone after a while, after I actually get some stone. We need to get some miners in as well down the bottom. So you can see we're already building up something pretty cool. It will be really good to have like a little bunkhouse for them all to go in. Let's just do that, and I will put I'll put a little step in there in a minute. In fact, no, we'll go all the way to there. That'll be our step. So we've got 104 grass here, and I'm just going to fill this all in. I can fill this whole area with berry bushes, and then eventually we will get wheat. Now I'm just going to go and have a quick look at my science over here. And we've got flax farming completed and water gathering completed. Now water gathering, I believe, allows us to go on to bread production, which is really important. I'm going to start the science on that. Beekeeping requires flax, which we haven't planted yet. Tailoring requires flax. But the anvil... Oh, hang on. Oh, ingots. Right. We need a furnace man. Or furnace woman. Doesn't matter which, really. I'm actually going to take that away. And I may as well take these away as well and sort of move that whole setup to the front. And we're going to need to move the slinger before nightfall as well, because otherwise that will be terrible. Imagine if it got to nighttime and I hadn't done that. Imagine. Terrible. Okay, that needs to be filled in. And so there we are. We've got a little step down into this area. And a little step up into this area, which will be my sort of berry garden. I'll leave the berries that we've already got planted for now. Once we've got a whole bunch in this garden area here, then I'll just change them all over. Okay. Food is really important in this game. These guys have no copper. They have no berries. Oh, man. This dude is an absolute hero. He's feeding the whole colony. This dude is doing nothing. Right, you're my first miner then. I'm going to get this mine going. No. No, I'm not. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the trench around here is all sorted for nighttime. Which it's not. Because this wall needs to be too high. From the outside at least. Okay, so we've got a massive field now. So what I want to do is to put in a nice little area. And I do need to put a trench around this as well. It's getting rather dark right now. I can defend if I need to, though. I may need to. Thanks, phone. Love you too. That is not at all... Okay, that will do, I think. I think we're safe. So I am going to defend tonight because I messed up. And I forgot to take the slinger off the wall. No, actually, you know what? Might be able to. Put a slinger guard in. I'd have to put... No, you can go there. Okay. I want to take the slinger guard away from over here. Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm not seeing the slinger guard coming out though, so I will just defend until that has sorted itself out. Oi. Here he comes. There's my guard. Hello. Hello and welcome. And I might put another little sort of tower over here as well. Just, as I say, at the moment, we don't have many materials. We don't have much of anything really. So we just have to do our best with what we've got. And I don't want to build anything too permanent because we're going to keep moving forward, keep adding little sections. Alright. Probably all this wall's going to change to stone as well. Probably going to add some extra bits to the top. Going to decorate it. Eventually we'll get all sorts of different stone things. But that will be later in the tech tree. Okay, so for now... Just checking how long we've been going for. So for now I want to just up our food production, I believe. So let's just put in a few berry farms. Oops, I always do this. And we might want some water gatherers as well. Now I said 5x7s were very good sizes. That seems to fit in this garden area quite well. It's gonna shout at me about jobs, but I'll get a couple more colonists in just a minute. Now, question is, can we fit 3 in? So 7x5. Or it might be a tight squeeze. 7 by... No, that was perfect, actually. This would be a perfect berry garden. Absolutely perfect. Now, I'm going to need lots of beds. And I'm going to need 6 more colonists. But those colonists are going to be very well fed colonists. So it will be fine. And this will help the colony just get on its feet to start with. Alright, so colony recruitment. We want 6 new guys. Oh, I'm going to need beds for those 6 new guys first. Which means I'm going to need copper. Nails, which means I'm going to need copper, which I don't have right now. So, what I need to do is to pull up all of those beds. I know that it will all fit now, so I'm quite pleased with that. But the best thing to do is going to be to remove all of these, and then I will need to get the copper going so that I can give them the beds that they are going to require. What I'm also going to do for now is, this guy's not really doing anything with the science right now. Because we don't have all the things we need. So I may take that away. Or just take away... I might take away the slinger post actually. And so what we need to do is go and find some copper. So I need to do some serious digging down here. And we just need to keep going. And what we're looking for in the mine is we are looking for the stone to start going in like a dark grey colour. Once it does that, you'll start to find resources. And then if you dig down some more, probably about the same amount again, you start to find different resources. And then I imagine if you dig down some more, but I've never done this, and we may do this on this Let's Play, you never know. Then you find more. So there we are. There's the dark grey. I'll pop a torch down so we can see. No, that was perfect because we found the things we need. What I do need though is some just bog standard rock. It's always a bit annoying when when everything's on a different level. But I'll dig this all out a little bit more, and I may get rid of some of the sticky out bits. Because you only need 1 miner on 1 bit of copper. And we have several bits of copper around here. So when I dig this up, it removes it, and it gives me like a piece of copper. Which is not that useful. Not that useful at all. And also there is tin around as well. I'm going to get rid of that tin. I'm going to see if I can find tin that's like on this level. So I'll probably just keep digging back a little bit until I find what I need on the ground. Because I really hate... I really hate... Oh, there's some, but it's kind of in the corridor. So I may still just dig forward a bit until I find the right... I'm being fussy, I know. For material I don't actually need. Oh, stop always being in the side of the wall. And be on the ground. This is just annoying now. Oh, there it is. That will do. That'll do. Thank you very much. Bye-bye now. Okay. So until I need a second tin miner, which probably won't ever happen, I'll be fine. So the first thing I want to do is put a box down here. So I'll get another crate. See, my workshop dude has been making me crates, you see. Should have been making me beds, I think, but maybe hasn't quite got around to it yet. So we'll pop a crate in the corner there. And then I can say I would like a miner. And the miner needs to go here. And someone will come down and start mining copper for me. And then I will be good for copper. Then I'll need someone to start mining stone. But I'm going to need a lot more people for that. The other thing I was thinking with the berry farming is I might want to integrate them slowly. Simply because with the berry farmers, if I suddenly introduce 6 people at once, I'm not going to have enough to feed them while the berries are growing. So we want to just maybe get those in slowly. Okay, and the nice thing about copper itself is it doesn't need to be smelted. Once you get to the higher up things like iron and brass and things like that, then you have more of a problem. Now then, I did say I was going to take away the slinger, That will give me a member of staff to go down the mine. I know it's a bit mean because that dude has been up all night being a night slinger. And then I'm sending him down the mine all day. You can do that if you want. It's a bit mean, I think. I think you should allow your colonists to sleep, personally. But it could get you out of a pinch. If you're really, really struggling early on for people. Making some buckets over there as well. We'll need those once we start making bread. Now, I'm wondering what I should do now. Well, if I should make a little house or something for them to actually sleep in. A little tiny bunkhouse. I probably will get rid of this berry patch eventually. Once I have all 6 in there, I'll get rid of that one. And then we'll, like... Yeah, I think we'll make them like a house out of this. Or inside this. Just to put their little bunk beds in for now. And then what I was thinking is that maybe each field we could make, you know, make a little sort of, or maybe what we could do is have a little living area back here for them, and it could have workshop areas and all that sort of thing, and then have lots and lots and lots of, like, sort of farms around it. And just have it like this tiny little sort of village of fields. And I'm thinking that eventually this will be a tower. Because, like, the banner has to have a tower, right? And turn it into a big castle. I mean, that's half the fun of this game, is having a big castle, right? So we're going to start off with, like, a tiny little village. And it's just going to spring up around the banner. And then we will build up from there. And I will make a cool castle with towers. But the first thing I need is to have enough space for all the beds to go in. And when you start making fancy castles, quite often you lose the space for the beds. So, yeah. We might have some beds for the miners actually down here. That might be quite cool. We could actually make them a little bedroom. Just like off to the side somewhere. I like this idea. Just for the miners. I mean, I wonder if that will work. If they will actually just go, the miners will go to the closest place. I'll have to find out. But we'll make them like a little bedroom in here. And I'll replace all the walls and make them really fancy. Eventually, obviously. Not straight away. You don't get a fancy bedroom straight away in this. But yeah, I'll make them like a fancy bedroom down here. And maybe even a fancy dining room. We don't have grocers in here yet. I will need one very shortly. But like, I've only been playing for like 40 minutes. So I think, you know, having beds, a mine, a berry farm, security. I need to be careful though, because if night falls, I'm going to start losing people. Oh, he's going back. He's going back. I need to be up here. I need to be defending, because my only guard has now been made into a miner, which is not ideal. So I need to stand here and I need to defend against the zombie hordes. I mean, not that there's many of them, to be fair. Now then, one thing that I want to... Oh, I'll test it out in the morning, actually. We'll test it out in the morning. I want to see whether I can get a water gatherer down here. No, I'll test it now because I'm dumb and I do things like this. I want to see if it's possible to put a water gatherer spot in down here. Am I allowed one yet? Food, water gatherer. Yes, I will be able to get people to gather water here. Wonderful. Remove that though. And then I'm going to go and just make sure that no zombies are eating the faces of my colonists. Because I decided to leave for 2 seconds. But yeah, it doesn't like it if there's no water nearby. Now, you can see that the wall here is right on the front of my area. So I can go no further forward than this at the moment. I can go to the side. Make yourself another field to the side there. Another field there. And another field there and some behind. It's a very quiet night. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Hello. Hello, friend. Hello, zombie friend. Can I hit you with a big sling? Yes. Hope so. So I think I've made a decently defended area here now. It's not the prettiest. Once I start getting enough people in here to make loads of food, and then also to some extra miners and things like that. Once I've been able to do that, then we can start replacing all of this with stone. We'll have berry bushes in here. It'll be lovely. Okay, while I'm bored waiting for the next zombie, I'll just go put some more torches around the place. Hello, next zombie. It was like, you called? So that's really all they're doing all night. All the slinger is doing for you is just sort of hitting a zombie a couple of times. That's why you only need one to start with. It's a waste of your time otherwise. Okay, let's get some torches in here. I don't know if this is central. I think it kind of is. Anymore. Hello. You're very slow. You can ramp it up. If you're really good at the game, you can make it so that tons of zombies come each night and you've got to fight them off. You know, biting your nails every... I'm not going to do that for now. I'm not good enough at the game for that. I'm good enough to, you know, lose a colonist to a berry bush that got accidentally put against the wall. That's how good I am at this game. But yeah, at least I remember to be near water because that is super useful. Might make a, like a little path down to the water, but then I'll probably be really, really upset when they don't use it, so... maybe I won't do that for now. Hello. Sneaky. Ah. Apparently it's a little too easy to get up here. So what we will do with that is make these one higher so that they can't get up. We've at least got to go all the way around before they can jump up there and get up here. So that gives me a little bit more wiggle room again. Move the torch. I'm just going to remove the torches. I'll put them like here or something instead. So it's all still nice and lit, but these platforms are not being interfered with. Okay, so now it is daytime. All the zombies are gone, hopefully. Though sometimes they straggle around, so I've got to just keep an eye out. Not going to go anywhere. Okay, that's fine. So let's see if we can make beds yet. Let's see. So to make beds, I'm going to need some more copper nails. I can make one bed. That's better than nothing. That's one more berry farmer. One more berry farm. I've never had this much trouble with copper before in my life. I don't know what... It's because I made like 1,000,000 copper parts when I shouldn't have done. That's what that was about. So I could have one more copper miner. I can just wait for this guy to do his stuff and get me some more. So how much do I need? Oh, right. No, that's plenty. Every one that he mines out gets me like 5 copper nails. And I only need like 8 for beds. So yeah, that'll be... We'll have plenty of beds really quickly. So I'm just going to put them in a row for now. So I'll be able to get a couple of berry farmers going to start with now. Oh, bread production is ready. Lovely. So I can complete that. There we go. So we're going to be getting bread for our colonists very, very soon. Very wonderful. Okay, so we don't need a water gatherer until we're making bread. So I would like a berry farmer. And remember I was saying we were going to do 5x7s. And that somehow managed to magically completely work. Which was complete luck. No judgment. So let's recruit a couple more colony members to fill the jobs. And so now we have 8 beds and 6 colonists. And we're going to have 3 berry fields. Which should be plenty for them. So how many berries do we have right now? We've got 6. Which isn't the most in the world. And like I say, I probably will move this berry farm up here. We'll get 6 berry farms going. And very, very soon I'm going to need a little bit more space for some wheat farms. And they're very specific sizes. So I may need to just put the wheat farms in, or at least size them out before I actually build the wall around them. Because what I don't want is the wheat fields being the wrong size and not quite fitting. But I do like to have quite a little bit of separation between my fields. I don't want to have everything all just in one surrounding wall and then just plonk everything down. I like to have a little bit of separation. It makes it look a bit prettier, I think. Hello, little berry dude down there. How are you doing? Okay, this is very good. So we're out of... We need bronze bars, do we? What do we need that for? Do we need that for... No, bread production is all done. What are you trying to make? We're going to need a flax field as well. Oh, I'm going to need to build another field area, definitely, very soon. Barley, copper, tin, and berries. Okay, well, we can't do barley for a little while longer, but I do need to build some fields for flax and for wheat. I would say the easiest way to do that would be probably to come out to the side here. I think. We do have some more stone bricks. I don't know how. Maybe they're a byproduct of mining the copper? Because I didn't get those. Let's see if they just keep popping up, shall we? Or whether that was something I somehow... Oh, you know where they'll be from, actually? They'll be from me digging the mine. That's fine. So if we had a thing here and a thing here, and I wanted to put down, say, a couple of flax fields, I'm going to put them down. I don't have anybody. I can plan them out because I don't have anybody to work there yet. I can plan them out and that'll be fine. So I'm on a berry farmer tool right now. So I want to change over to being a wheat farmer or also a flax farmer. Now, I believe that both wheat and flax can go up to a 10 by 10. So I would like to make sure that if I'm getting wheat and things like that, that I have the maximum size field. I can. I do this all the time. Right, so... So we've got a 10 by 10 there, for example, of wheat. And another 10 by 10. I'm going to be slightly off on the wall there, unfortunately. Oh, my life. Oh, no. Why is that? Surely. Did I misclick on one of them? Let's just see where I misclicked. Yes, I misclicked there. I'm going to have to replace all that grass now. That sucks. So I've got the choice. I can either have everything right up to the edge of the wall. Which I might do, actually. Because I need my walls to be straight with each other. They need to be honest. Honest and straight. So if I'm building something like this, I need to always make sure that it's the zombies can't jump on it and get in that way. Because it is getting very dark now. I should actually be defending at this point. This is why I need a slinger, because I'm terrible at like letting it get to nightfall. And they're all sleeping in their little beds under the stars over there. And then I'm like, no one's defending you. But I shall defend my dudes. I shall also put a little bit more light out here so I can see them coming from further away. Because that will be super helpful. You see them all in the forest. Come on. You can make it over here. I love the stars. Aren't they so pretty? Come on, hurry up. Get over here. I'm bored. Come on. You're so slow. So anyway, yes, the first hour on here is very much like setting up your initial... I'm not even an hour in at the moment. Setting up your initial stuff. Getting a couple of colonists. Why are there 2 unemployeds? Oh yeah, I put 2 wheat fields down, that's why. I'm like, did they die? No! Did I not defend them? I've already had 1 death. No! Deaths are terrible because to start with you might think, oh, 264k calories. I've got loads. I've got tons. And then you realise you don't have tons. Not at all. You may also notice that the calorie usage per day is an orange at the moment. That's because they're not getting everything they need. So that's something I will need to look into. It's going to be mostly about the fact they don't have bread right now. That they only have berries. They have lots of berries, but they don't like it. Can I get you? No. Can I get you? Yes. Can I get your little friend over there? No, not yet. Okay. Can I get you now? Yes. And you. Stop turning. Have you been speaking to the 7 Days to Die zombies? I think you have. They're like, duck and weave, duck and weave. I see one around here. I might be able to just get him before he gets around the wall there. Hello. Hello, blue eyes. And it is nearly morning. I think when it gets to morning, I will cap off the episode and we will have defended another night. And then next time, I will not make too many copper tools. And so we will not have a bottleneck. I'm trying so hard in this particular one to avoid some of the bottlenecks I've had from previous playthroughs. But the whole making too many copper parts, like, I'm so used to having tons of copper. Having a guy down the mine and then you've just got millions and zillions of copper. Like, I've got like 7 now, so that's enough to make, like, loads of beds. It's enough to make tons of beds. So that's what we'll be doing next episode. We'll make loads more beds. I will finish off this field. I'll get all of the berries into it. And we will get a tin miner down the mine. We'll get a stone miner down the mine. We'll get the wheat field up and running. We'll get bread production going, and I might even build them a place to sleep if they're lucky. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you would like to see more colony survival, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, though, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.